On February 20th through 22nd, 2019, a regional workshop that brought together women's organizations from Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo was held in a conference room of Planet Hotel in Goma, Democratic Republic of the Congo. The objective of the workshop was to strengthen the mechanism for full and equal participation of women and girls, to integrate a gender dimension in peace and security initiatives, as well as to fully implement United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 and related resolutions in the 4 countries of the Great Lakes sub-region. The heads of regional institutions, the ICGLR and the AU, and the representative of COCAFEM GL took part in these meetings. The political and administrative authorities of North Kivu Province, women leaders of local women's associations in Rwanda, Uganda, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Burundi were also present. The first day of the workshop focused on presentations of national reports on the implementation of Resolution 1325 in the 4 countries. It was found that in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the rates of participation of women in the proceedings' decision-making is still low, less than 30%, while in Burundi they are respected except in rural areas. In Rwanda, there is very significant progress compared to the participation of women in public management compared to others. The National Action Plan, the second generation, has already been adopted, although some objectives of the first generation National Action Plans have not fully been met. The second day of the workshop was dedicated to the presentation from guest panelists. From the African Union, a presentation on women's participation in peace and security was given by Ms. Traore, the Senior Advisor on Electoral Affairs and Post-Conflict Resolution at the Office of the African Union. A presentation on the challenges and successes of the ICGLR in the implementation of Resolution 1325 was given on behalf of Ambassador Eliane Berth Mokodopo, the Program Director for Gender, Women, and Children. A presentation on the experience of the Regional Forum of the International Conference of the Great Lakes Region, the ICGLR, was given by Ms. Mary Ingabire, the Honorary President of the Regional Women's Forum in the Great Lake Region. The experience of COCAFEM GL in the implementation of Resolution 1325 was presented by Ms. Nicole Nyongolo, who is in charge of programs. The third and final day of the workshop was devoted to group work to craft the recommendations that will be used in the development of Advocacy Accreditation Address to the United Nations Security Council and the AU. 3 groups worked on the recommendations addressed to civil society, to the states, and to sub-regional bodies. Recommendations for civil society include to have spaces for exchange and regional dialogue, to collect instruments of the ICGLR, the SADC, and the AU relating to the promotion of women's rights, to translate those documents into local languages, the 4 national languages of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and to popularize African heads of state and regional constitution. Recommendations for states include create an enabling socio-political, economic, and security environment that promotes the participation of women at all levels in accordance with Resolution 1325. And recommendations for sub-regional bodies include support the establishment of a permanent secretariat of the ICGLR Regional Women's Forum to facilitate its mission. To conclude the regional workshop on the project of fully implementing United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 and other related resolutions, strategies derived from this workshop include work in a synergy of women's organizations in the 4 countries and identify potential allies in the region, the African Union, the International Conference on the Great Lakes Region, the ICGLR, or COCOFEM, for advocacy on building and consolidating peace, violence prevention, and women's participation in public management, to develop spaces of dialogue between the women's group for effective application of the Resolution 1325 in each country, and create a follow-up committee for restitution at the grassroots level, for the multiplication, translation, and production of legal instruments, and for the collection of all instruments of the ICGLR, the Southern African Development Community, and the African Union relating to the promotion and the rights of women, to popularize and to sensitize communities.